Hi friends, welcome to Gallant IAS. Today in this video, we are going to learn or analyze a concept called One Nation, One Language. See, we are not going to in detail about this topic, but the objective of this video is that if a question is asked for mains or for prelims, you must know some facts or some concepts regarding this concerned subject so that you will not left your answer paper blank. That is some points which are required for the exam only will be covering under this in video, and we will not cover much into detail about this concerned topic. Okay, so the idea is about one nation, one language. This is relevant because our Home Minister proposed to make Hindi as the national or the common language in our country. Okay, so there are many protests happening in our country. So based on that only, this topic becomes relevant now. Okay, so if the one nation, one language idea comes into reality, or if Hindi is made as a national language, what can be some of the drawbacks? See, obviously, on the positive side is that it can be made as a common lingua franca among the people of our country, right? But apart from that, there are a lot more disadvantages of this idea. The main thing is that it may endanger other languages. See, in our country, everyone has the right to protect and preserve their own languages. But see, if Hindi is made or Hindi is imposed upon all the people of our country, okay, the priority will be given to a certain languages, and the other languages, their protection or preservation may be at risk. So when it comes to this disadvantage section, the most important point we must write is that it may endanger the other languages. Why? Because everyone has right to protect their own languages. But if Hindi is imposing upon everyone, it may affect other languages. Fine. Then there can be a chance of polarization of people among linguistic lines. That means a certain language people may come to the, and the many group of people who may speak a certain languages come together. A polarization on the lines of linguistic lines may happen. See, ultimately, this may threaten the national integration of our country. See, if polarization happens, a kind of hatred arose between different people who speak different languages. Okay, if Hindi is imposing, if Hindi is made to be imposing among all the people, then normally the tendency may happen that the non-Hindi speaking people has some kind of hatred towards people who speak Hindi. That can happen. So this may affect our national integration. Fine, that should be one of your point if you're writing about this topic. Then see, this is against the linguistic as well as cultural diversity of our country. See, our country is known for its cultural, linguistic and cuisine. All kind of different diversities are there in our country. And now the diversity is the soul of our country too. So now if this happens, the diversity of our country may be affected. Ultimately, the soul of our country is going to get affected if this comes into a reality. Okay, and again see, this is against the spirit of 8th schedule of our constitution. Why? Because 8th schedule talks about 22 official languages of our country. Okay, that is all those languages are treated equally. And so that we cannot give some more extra priority to other languages. That is, it shows that this idea may be against the spirit of the 8th schedule, or we can say that this against the spirit of constitution itself. We can say like that. Also, this idea may threaten the federalism of our country. See, our country is a federal country. That means we have dual polity, a union government at the center as well as regional government at the state level. Why? To give regional autonomy to the concerned areas. So, federalism is a basic principle of our country. It's a basic structure of our country. And again, each state has the right to adopt a language as its official language for transactions. Okay, say example, Tamil Nadu adopt Tamil as their official language, or Karnataka adopt Kannada as their official language. Again, Telangana, Andhra adopt Telugu as their official language. West Bengal, Bengali. Likewise, official languages or state has their own official languages. And now see, if this one nation, one language or Hindi is made to be imposed as the common language across the country, there may arise a kind of political stability. A center-state cooperation or coordination may be affected. So ultimately, it may lead to or it may threaten the federalism itself. A political instability may happen in our country. Fine. So these are some of the drawbacks regarding this implementation or imposing Hindi as a common language across our country. Okay. And when we write our answer, also some things we must know from prelims perspective is that regarding the constitutional provisions regarding these languages. So most important thing you must note is Article 351. if you are supporting this argument, some arguments you can say that argument 351, that is sorry, article 351 says that it shall be the duty of union to encourage the spread of Hindi language. Constitution under article 351 says that it shall be the duty of union to encourage the spread of Hindi languages. Okay, so this article you must note down for prelims perspective. Fine. Then article 343 says that the official language of union shall be Hindi in Devanagari script, as well as English also can continue. Likewise, provision is there in the constitution, but English shall be continued for a 15 period. But what happened is later on English is extended. The time period for English to be a common language or official language is extended. Fine. So these two constitutional provisions you must note down when you learn this topic, that is regarding the languages. Fine. And see, now we come across various negatives or drawbacks. Okay, so we must give some suggestions. If you're writing an answer, you can give some suggestions. One is the effective implementation of three language formula in education. That is, so what is actually three language formula? That is, say in Hindi speaking states, students should be taught three languages. That is, one is the regional language, that is Hindi, then English, then a modern Indian language, preferably a South Indian language. So this is the idea. If it is in case of non-Hindi states, their regional language, then Hindi, then English. So this is the idea of three language formula. But thing is that this is not effectively implemented in many parts of our country. Okay, if we learn this, at least the students will be able to speak in three languages, or will come across to know about three languages. So effective implementation of this language formula is one of the suggestions you can give. And also you can say various suggestions like encourage students or to people to learn more languages, or provide incentives for learning new languages. Likewise, you can give some suggestions. And also you must say that, but it is not based upon the compulsion by the state or by the government, but the citizens must be left free to choose which language they should learn. Likewise, some in a neutral manner, you can give some suggestions as well. Okay, so these are the points you must note on regarding this topic. So when you come across a question in mains regarding one nation, one languages, these points must be there in your answer, as well as these constitutional provisions must be there in your answer. Then some of the suggestions. Apart from that, you can give your own suggestions to improve this idea, okay, to protect the diversity of our country, to protect the cultural diversity, to protect the linguistic diversity, and to safeguard the national integration. You can give your own suggestions also. So this is the core idea regarding one nation, one language. So this you must note down these points. Okay, and one more thing I want to share you is that BGALDAS is providing the complete prelims cum mains course at an affordable fee. For that, all the stages of preparation like prelims, mains, interview, answer writing practice, all those stages will be covering under this single integrated course. So you can avail this you can visit our website at gallantias.com, or you can contact us at this number mentioned here. Thank you then. Bye.